I want to share with you a little bit about my work. My name is Thessa. And my work is about walking with people as a guide, helping them live life more and more within the creative flow, experiencing life as this magically arising, spontaneous, beautiful phenomenon that can be created by who they are, not necessarily what they want, but who they are. So the nature of our own being, our state of being, is what creates our lives. And it's really pretty cool because the sense of who and what we are creates our life. And oftentimes our path is understanding more and more who and what we are. So the first aspect of my work, and the primary fundamental thing that I point people to as a guide, is awakening to fundamentally who and what they are. Now, as a guide, I tend to do very little talking about this, and instead I walk with people and point things out so that the experience and the realization of who they are is happening within them. It's not associated with me so much. It's their realization. It's not something I'm giving. I'm taking them to a place with a way to get there that helps them realize who they are. And this usually happens in cycles and levels, and there are deeper and deeper realizations of who you are. I'll talk more about that in another video. So that's kind of the first ingredient in becoming more and more aligned with the flow of life and being a spontaneously arising phenomenon as a person, is knowing who you are fundamentally. Once you know who you are fundamentally, it's easy to play with creative energies and see what's happening in your life as opportunities for you to create. So it's really important too, once there's a level of awakening, to integrate that level of awakening into every aspect of yourself, which then translates into your life. So the level of awakening that is realized is then integrated into the mind, and therefore the thoughts reflect that level of awakening. It's not that thoughts have to stop, it's that thoughts are now reflecting who you really are, or the level of realization of who you are that you've achieved. And the same with the emotions, and also the body, the physical body, the experience of movement, the physical sense of self. Then that's reflected in relationships and movement through life and sense of purpose, the states of being that you're experiencing throughout the day. So first there's awakening. And then there's the integration of that awakening into practical everyday life. The integration of that awakening is, for me, a path of healing. So So I use healing in order to create this integration so that the two of them merge, my thoughts and the fundamental sense of self, my feelings and the fundamental sense of self. And healing gets pretty complicated for all you healers out there, and I've been on the healing path for many years. There can be many, many complicated healing techniques, and I have learned and used many of them. What I found over the years is that the easiest and most simple way to integrate is to be present. To be present within your experience, to be present with what's happening in the environment. And there are a lot of spiritual teachers who talk about being present, but as a guide, what I do is walk with people and say, okay, what's being present like now? What does it mean to be present now to the experience? What's happening in my body? What are the physical sensations? What are the emotions? How is awakening related? That my level of awakeness, the level of awakeness that I currently have, which everybody has some level of awakeness. So my level of awakeness, the level of awakening to who I am, how is that related to the emotion I'm having right now and the thought I'm having right now and the way that I'm moving my body? And when I'm in dual meditation with someone, these are the things that we're exploring together. Often I'm giving them feedback as to my experience of them, but you or the person that I'm working with is the one who's having the direct experience. I'm not teaching. There's not a teaching that's arising through me necessarily and then being delivered to someone. I'm sitting with them and saying, hey, what about this body sensation? What about that emotion? What is your experience? Who are you in relationship to what's happening right now? And we're walking together. So it's a very intimate journey, and we're kind of holding hands throughout the process. My work is very satisfying because of this. It creates strong connection with people. And I get to see the people that I work with move closer and closer to a life of magic, being in the flow. Their relationships improve as a result. Their sense of purpose is clearer as a result. They have lots of different kinds of openings, many levels of realization of self. And walking with them through that is a major part of my own path of spiritual evolution. So I'm very grateful. So that's a little bit about my work, and I'm going to make some more videos that will go into what is awakening exactly, what is being present, what is it like to live life in the flow. What else do I have? I've got a whole list of things. What is embodiment? That's a good one. So I look forward to sharing those with you, and I hope to see you again.